you like what you're seeing around?
It's excellent so far. It's pretty exciting. The typical carnival atmosphere.
Could you tell me one thing that you like about Purva Palm Beach?
Everything is great about it. So let's see how the project is going to come up.
It was actually the whole package as such. I mean, what was pitched to us and what information that we got, all of it.
I guess first and foremost is the concept. I think it's the only concept project where people can actually experience the concept on a daily basis. I think it's something different from the other projects.
Actually looked at a lot of projects, a lot of builders. This is what caught our eye.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and very warm welcome to all of you for the pre-launch event of Purva Palm Beach, where you can live your life like it's a holiday. The strategy for tonight is very simple. We plan to entertain you, excite you, thrill you, and then in the end make you an offer you can't refuse. From Brazil, we are now going to transport you to the beaches of Caribbean. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we've got for you a troupe, Asia, all the way from the Caribbean to come and thrill you, offer you the beach drum jam experience. Normally, this is the Caribbean captivating magic. So I'd like to call upon Asia, Emmanuel Osai Awuku. Let the Caribbean magic begin. About real estate. I mean, normally in real estate, properties are sold before they are delivered. Yeah, they're typically different from other types of businesses where property is delivered at the time it is sold. So it's very important that you understand the company that you do business with, because we will be engaging with each other for 3.5 years by the time the property is ready, and months after while we do the maintenance and we do the registrations. So for this, I would like to call upon our group CEO, Mr. Jack Baston Nazareth, to introduce Puravankara.
We at Puravankara have been in the business of making homes for our customers for the last 38 years. We have a family of 41,220 customers as we speak. Our success has been built on people. Customers, employees, partners in our business. They are our legacy and also our future. We have completed 18.92 million square feet of development. We are currently developing 27.97 million square feet. We have 34 ongoing projects. We also have a substantial land bank of 83.22 million square feet. But then, most real estate companies have the same. They sell well, they build, and have a land bank. What makes Puravankara different in an undifferentiated world of real estate in India? One, focus on delivery. Every new project of Puravankara is a byproduct of pre-planning by the means of research. We look at corridors of growth, establish the need of demographic around that, and then design our project to suit the needs and wants of a buyer. Stringent planning processes, pre-planning, during the execution of the projects and phasing of projects have helped us achieve the desired results. But I must confess and humbly accept that in the past we have made mistakes. Some of our projects have been delayed and we have had customer issues. But trust me, those are things of the past which we will never forget and will ensure that we'll never make the same mistakes again. Point two, quality. Quality by definition is a measure of excellence or a state of being free from defects and deficiencies. Quality need not come at a price or at a premium. This can only be achieved when one standardizes the product. I would personally invite you to visit any of our completed projects, especially like the Highlands, Oceana, Eternity, Swan Lake, Platina, amongst many others, to see for yourselves what we mean by quality. We believe that our products are the best in the marketplace today. Point three of what makes us different is customer satisfaction. A 120-member strong CRM team is now a single point of contact for all of you and our existing customers. Our regular communication through the gestation of the project has won us accolades. We have a CSAT measurement score to analyze customer satisfaction, and this is done periodically. The site audit score parameter for our ongoing projects is a 90% plus, and 7 out of our 13 projects in the Puravankara alone have clocked 100%. We will have our customer online portal going live this March end or latest by the mid of April. Point four, and very important, technology. Not many of you in this audience would realize and know that Puravankara have been pioneers in the use of technology in India. We are the first ones to use My One technology. We are today using European precast concrete technology in one of our products in the Provident range to ensure consistent quality and speed. We also embarked on the use of Plaswall technology. At the demo room behind you, and while you're going to be having dinner, my passionate technical team would be explaining to you why and how we use different materials in construction to ensure consistent quality. 5, finance and bandwidth. We have been a profit-making company since inception. Our 9th month, financial year 14 results stand testimony to our growth. I will not dwell on the numbers, but I want to get your attention to a healthy PAT, consistent cash flow, not an over-leveraged company, a good land bank, highly motivated workforce, an excellent professional management team, and a promoter whose only business is real estate. These are the right ingredients for a successful development company in India. And that's why you would see marquee FIIs, mutual funds, and insurance companies have stayed invested with us. Last but not the least, today the brand Puravankara stands for trust. It stands for quality. It stands for honesty. Our website currently is ranked the top among all real estate developers in the country, which brings out our culture of having consistent communication to all stakeholders, whoever they may be. Our annual report was judged the 10th best in the world among all categories. Every project of ours has won awards at prestigious forums. We have won safety awards for our focus on safety and welfare of our workers. Our management team across the board has been applauded for their contribution to real estate. Our brand is what people say about Puravankara to their family and friends. It is how they feel about doing business with us and how they describe those feelings. We take pride in our vision to build a future where the Purva Group will be a household name across the country and is known worldwide for development and marketing of fine living environments of the highest quality and of unmatched value for money. Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Yeah. Before you go, Jack, I would just like to ask you a question. I'm sure it might be in the minds of most of our audience here. Those strong numbers there, what would it mean to a buyer, somebody who buys from us? What should it mean to the audience that's present here, our strong financial numbers?
I think when people buy into real estate, most people buy because of geography. There is a saying that real estate is all about geography, about location, location, and location. In the last decade or so, things have changed. Everybody wants to be a part of this story of being a real estate developer. Strong fundamentals of finance only mean that your projects will get completed. If you paid attention to the leverages, if you look at our cash flows, you will understand that we today currently escrow all our sales into a particular bank so that your project gets completed on time.
Okay.
And I don't know, since you brought up this topic, the very recent report of Prop Equity dated 18th of October 2013 shows about 374 projects across India have been delayed for more than 12 months. This is the facts of real estate. Now the better part of the story is that Purva Group does not feature in those delays. All our projects are on time.
One more question I would just like to ask you. That's a personal question. You also said that our annual report was the 10th best in the world. Yeah, I just curious, was wondering, what is the parameter on which it was just? Was it just creativity?
This personal question you should ask me in the office. Nonetheless, yes, annual reports are judged not only for its creativity. When we stand 10th in the world and among companies like Bentley and BMWs of the world, it only shows that Purva as a group has always stood for transparency. We are one of those developers. At least till last year, we were the only developer listed player in the real estate who used to have audited quarterly results. We've always made sure that that transparency of real estate that was missing has been brought to the fore. And I think we get amply rewarded for that.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Jack.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Rifath.
That was Jack CEO there. Okay, all right. Now, coming to the main star of this evening, Purva Palm Beach, where you can live your life like a holiday. On the topic of buying real estate, I'm sure most of you would agree with me that buying an apartment is not just buying a unit in a complex. It is also buying a part of that locality, of that vicinity. It is also buying a part of that city. And all those viewers who are joining us via webcast from around the world would also agree that it is also buying a part of that country. I would like to take this opportunity to share with you some incredible forces that are at play in India, in Bangalore, and in this hall right now.
Right now, you had the choice not to be here. You had the choice to be at a movie. You had the choice to party. Right now, India is the 4th largest economy. India is heading towards becoming the world's largest economy. Right now, 37 Indians are born this very minute. Right now, India's population grew as much as Monaco since this morning, as much as Greenland in a day, Qatar in a month, and as much as Australia in a year. Right now, 3 live in every square kilometer of Australia, 32 live in every square kilometer of USA, 138 live in every square kilometer of China, 345 live in every square kilometer of incredible India. Right now, 4,300 live in every square kilometer of Bangalore. Right now, half of Bangalore lives in rented apartments. Right now, every square inch of Bangalore is as precious as gold. Bangalore, one amongst the 28 mega cities of the world. Bangalore is the second largest technology cluster in the world. Bangalore is one of the largest bioscience clusters in the world. Bangalore ranks amongst the top 5 in electronic design. Bangalore is the best city in India for business. Bangalore is investing Rs 3,577 crores to improve its infrastructure this year. Right now, you are chasing a dream. Right now, 120 crore Indians too are chasing their dreams. Right now, you have a choice.
There's so much written and said about Indian real estate in the recent times that it sometimes clouds your judgment. It clouds your judgment to decide what is right. What is the right thing to do? You know, whenever there is ambiguity, I've been taught, and several of you have been taught, rely on data, rely on facts. Every single person has an opinion on real estate. Isn't that right? Let me take a few minutes to just reiterate to you all what a fantastic opportunity real estate presents in itself. Let me give you in perspective some of the data points that you all already know of. I'm not going to surprise you with any new data points that you already know of, but allow me to present the data to you, which will put things in perspective. A, prices in the Bangalore market have not gone berserk. They have not gone berserk. They have gone up steadily. They have gone up consistently, giving enough returns, but they have not gone berserk. B, 4,300 people live per square kilometer in Bangalore. 4,300 people. In China, it's just 138. So the demand pie is huge. And every person who wants to buy a home today, it is possible to buy a home in Bangalore. It is possible to buy a home. It's possible to afford a home in Bangalore. It is not so in Delhi or Bombay. And that's keeping Bangalore alive. That's keeping Bangalore chugging along. You know. That being said, you have tons of choices in Bangalore. You know, which location do you need to invest in? Which property do you need to choose? We respect the fact there's umpteen choice that is available. Ladies and gentlemen, what is important is the quality of product. We respect the fact there is multiple choice that you have. You have choice of mass housing, affordable products. You have choice of premium development. You have us. Allow me to show you a video and tell us why should you consider investing in our product. Why do you think that this product is probably the best product in the country?
Not even close to the end, it's just beginning. Life is getting lighter while the days are getting brighter, yeah. And it's so good, I won't even reach up and reach high, because we're gonna pull it through and give it all we got, even though it can seem hard to catch and make it happen. But we can't start sliding, come on, and do what you gotta do to fight on. And so no matter what comes your way, nothing can ruin your day or even wipe your smile away. And by the time I'm up and out of my bed, I got 100 new ideas floating around in my head, with the hope for tomorrow, a dream that I can see of all the awesome things and great people we can be. Or maybe by the music or the songs that I sing, I'll change the world with a simple message that I will bring. All I know is that it's after there's more to discover, a lot of good things we can learn from one another. Gotta celebrate, laugh, and get excited about good times and good living. Come on and shout it out, hey! Take it up, take it over, take it out of control. Today I pray on my soul, and now you got me singing, oh, hey, oh, I'm feeling fine, smiling big, feeling right like it should. Life is better than good, yeah, you got me singing, oh, hey, oh, I'm standing up on top of the world tonight, and everything's working out just right. And while the world is spinning, it's a brand new beginning, and we finally win. Hey, so take it up, take it over, take it out of control. Today I pray on my soul, and now you got me singing, oh,
I think most of you all have seen this video, you've seen our presentations, you must have spoken to my team, you know, I'm sure everybody must have explained this product. I'm going to keep it as brief as possible so that we can move on to the next thing, and you all are much awaited pricing can be revealed to you. Let me run through. Purva Palm Beach is based on the theme of the finest tropical beaches of the world. You open your windows and you would see a lagoon. You would see a lagoon in a landlocked city like Bangalore. Allow us to bring the beach to your doorsteps. Allow us to bring the beach to your doorsteps. White sandy beaches, wave pools, snorkeling, you know, snorkeling with the fishes on, golf putting green. These are features, ladies and gentlemen, the country has not seen before. These are audacious designs, yet very, very intelligently designed master plan. You know, Hennur pe pani kidhar hai, boss? Where is the water in Hennur? You know, I'm sure all these things are going on. Tanni enga paruke Hennur la? Let me ask you a few questions. You know, how many of you know how often is water changed in a swimming pool? Do you know, sir, how often is water changed in a swimming pool? In a month? Okay. Would you know, sir? You don't know? Would you want to guess? Would you want to guess? Sorry? In a quarter? In 3 months? Okay. Any other guesses? How often is water changed in a swimming pool or in a water body? Would you like to guess, sir? A week? Wow. John, you want to come in and tell people about water? You know, is there enough water? Are the maintenance costs be there? John McNamara, our technical director who's in charge of construction.
Water in the swimming pool is never changed. The water continually recycles through a filtration process, and that process makes sure that the water is constantly kept clean. There is no reason to empty a swimming pool for cleaning. It's just not necessary. It doesn't do it anywhere in the world, and we don't do it in any of our projects. So that's a small myth there unfolded. The other one is that swimming pools take a lot of water. Yes, when you fill them the first time, once they're filled, you won't be filling them again. What happens is you lose a little bit of water from evaporation. That's subject to the temperature, the wind, humidity, that sort of thing. And then, of course, the children will splash some water out of the swimming pool. But our design is such that we capture as much of that as we can back into the pool. When we're talking about water, I'd like to just start from the very beginning, if you like. I'd like to look at the water cycle, as I'm calling it. Now, basically, there's 4 sources of water for the project. The first one is government carvery water. This is government-supplied water. At the moment, the government pipeline has reached the HBR layout. The second source of water within the project are bore wells. Now, on the project, we've already drilled 31 bore wells. Of the 31 bore wells, 30 of the bore wells have a very high yield. Okay, so only one of the bore wells is silted, the rest are all producing water. Of the 30 that are producing water, 12 of the bore wells are producing more than 3,000 gallons an hour. We've calculated the maximum amount of water if all of the apartments were occupied and everybody was using the maximum amount of water and the maximum amount of people were in the apartment. I mean, the worst possible case scenario. And the maximum demand would be about 900,000 litres per day. If we take water from just the top 12 bore wells, we will have over 1 million litres of water per day. The other source of water within the project is recycled water. All of the water that is produced within the apartment and run down the drains and the toilets and everything, we recycle that water. That water goes through sewage treatment plants, it goes through water treatment plants, it's recycled completely. This water is then used for the flushing. In the apartments, the flushing is using that recycled water. And also we use it for the landscape, to keep the landscaping watered, etc., and car washing, things like that. So none of the water is wasted. The final source of water, which I'll say just quickly, is rain, obviously. And that rain is substantial, usually. So what we do is we capture that rain, put it into holding tanks, and the excess rain and the excess water that we produce, we use groundwater recharge pits, and we send that water back into the ground, and it's recharging the areas where we're taking the water from on the bore wells. So all of the water is contained within the development. In terms of maintenance, what we've done is we've got another project in Yelahanka, which is the Venetia project. It's been occupied since 2012. It's now 100% completed. And the numbers we're using here are the actual numbers. The two projects are the same size. They have the same super built up area and roughly the same numbers of apartments. The conclusion is that in Purva Venetia, the fee, the maintenance charge, is 2 rupees 11 paisa. In Palm Beach, if Palm Beach was finished today, at today's rates, we're not projecting into the future, I'm saying today, if I'd finished this project today and the association had taken over, I would expect you to have a service charge less than 2 rupees 35, because we've taken the absolute worst case for our numbers. So as you can see, there's no significant increase in the maintenance costs because the project has so many amenities with the pools and things. And that's just through clever design.
Then John, just to summarize, the total water requirement here is about 850,000 gallons?
800,000 litres per day.
Per day. And from the borewells, how much are we getting?
From only 12 borewells, we'll have 1 million.
So that will be more than sufficient. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, John.
One thing I just wanted to add, we've done a materials experience zone at the back here, and we've done another one at the place where you're going to have your buffet. Hopefully it's still warm. At these places, my guys, my engineers will be there, and they will be ready to talk to you about any aspect of the products that we're showing. What we're showing you basically is the quality of the construction, and our guys will explain to you why we say this is quality. So feel free to have your dinner and chat to them, and even after, I'll be at the back here with the boys on this one. So please come see us, and we're happy to chat to you about any questions you have. That's me finished. Thank you very much.
Thanks, John. Okay, then now that most of our concerns are addressed regarding the property, regarding the amenities here, regarding the quality of finish, but there are always still dilemmas. I mean, we'll always have some concerns in the back of our mind. I mean, never is it that we take a decision that is unanimous. There are always things like, is it the right time to buy? I mean, should we buy or should we not buy? Is this the right place? Should we buy now? Should we buy later? See, whenever we wish to make a property investment, it's never easy. It is a high ticket item, yeah? So there are always sacrifices that need to be made. There will be some desires and spends that you might want to engage in now, but you might have to forego for the greater good. See, these are, I mean, whenever, is this the right time? There are certain stages that we all go through in our life, but the decisions we make there is what defines us who we become later. Say, for example, when we are in our 20s, yeah, we are too young. We have goals we want to achieve. It's too early to invest in retirement. Nobody thinks of retirement when you're in your 20s. When we are in our 30s, okay, we have kids. I mean, we are too busy growing the kids. They're too busy building our own careers. We have high living expenditure and school fees. Maybe after when the kids grow up, then we will think of some property investment. That's what we tell ourselves most of the time. Then after that, when we are in our 40s, I mean, we definitely know that we need to do something. but the kids have grown, but they still need our support. But maybe after they have built their own career, maybe then we'll think of buying a property. This is again what goes through most of us when we are in our 40s. Yeah, we think we waited out a couple of times. And then when we are in our 50s, I mean, we have worked so hard. Say that we would be a lot better if we only had our money working for us. But then it's too late now. Yeah? My hands were busy as everyone will be, and I didn't have much time for me. As the years pass by with its smiles and tears, it's time for retirement with all its fears. The hands run busy, now lay still. The days are long and hard to fill. If I only invested in the early day, I would have had the return to enjoy today. So, don't make this your story. Ask yourself a question. Is your retirement going to be the end of your business life, or is it going to be a long holiday? When we say Purva Palm Beach, you can live your life like a holiday. We don't just mean a lifestyle holiday. We also mean a financial holiday. Freedom from financial stress. So, it doesn't matter whether you're in your 20s, 30s, or 40s, or 50s. The right time is now. For life is too short and time running out, and you can't afford to miss out. This is about to just address, is it the right time? Then most of you would have a question, is it the right price? Most of the time you look at a property, the prices are always going up. Is it the right price to buy a property? You see, there are several things that go into making the price of a property. It's the size of the apartment, the cost of the land, the cost of construction, the material we put into it, the amenities that go into it, the location. See, it's a complicated process. But then, those who go in for a cheaper property soon realize that the sour taste of a wrong property remains longer than the sweet taste of low price. I repeat, the sour taste of a wrong property lasts longer than the sweet taste of low price. Say for example a shirt. You can get a shirt for 500 rupees or 1,000 rupees. You'll feel very good while buying a shirt of 500 rupees. But that pleasure is momentary. That's only in the shop while you're buying it. But then for the next 9 months or 1 year, whenever you wear that shirt, you don't feel so good. But properties, this lasts for years. If you go in for the poor property, poor quality, you will feel bad for years to come. And then again, there are these concerns that we have. While most of us would be convinced that yes, it doesn't matter, with 20s, 30s, 40s, or 50s, we must buy a property. We'll say, you know what, these launch events are nice. Let's wait it out. Let's attend a few more launches, maybe now or maybe later. Let's just assume a scenario. Let's assume we had met 4 months ago. And that is when we had done the pre-launch of Purva West End on Hosur Road. Yeah, 4 months ago we did the EOI, we were collecting EOIs like we were doing for Palm Beach, and then it was pre-launched in December. Wouldn't you be happy with a 12.94% appreciation of your investment in just 4 months? We launched that for 4,590 rupees a square foot. Today, the same property is selling for 5,184 rupees a square foot, nearly 600 rupees higher than the price at which we pre-launched, and people like you bought at the pre-launch event. And that was just, and you have only put down 25%. The property has gone up by 12.94%. And this has happened in 4 months. So the ROI, if you calculate, it is 155%. So do you want to do that, or do you want to wait for another 4 months? Yeah? So it's never better than now. I mean, my colleague from marketing, Dhruv, he keeps saying one thing. He says, yesterday is like a stale check. Tomorrow is a promissory note which would mature. But today is liquid cash. Now it's your choice how you use that cash. You choose it rightly, it will turn into a promissory note for tomorrow. We always say that if only yesterday I had made this investment, today I would be getting so much more. The yesterday of tomorrow is today. Today is a gift. That's why it's also called the present. I would encourage you all to make your right calculation. Run your numbers and see what you can do. See, like in property, although it feels like you're parting with your money, just like you part with your money when you're buying a car or when you're going on a holiday, your money goes out of your bank account. But in this case, it comes back several times over. So the more you part, the more that comes back. That's why it's called property investments.
Our price band, the quasi-book building method, the price band that we had announced was between 4,290 to 4,650. That's the base price. You had a floor price of 20 bucks. You had covered car park price of 3.5 lakhs. You had clubhouse of 2,25,000, and you had premium location charges, which is apartments facing the Golf at 175 bucks, and apartments facing the Lagoon at 450 bucks additional. So what is the base price today? In case I had launched the price at 4,650, you know, today several A-class developers, tier 1 developers, are offering the products today in their market at 5,350 bucks or above. So even if I launch at the highest price band, there is still about 15% that we are leaving on the table for you. You know, if we had launched it at 4,550 bucks, you know, there is still about 17–18% that is left on the table for you. We respect the fact that you've chosen to invest in Purva Palm Beach. You've chosen to come here. I hope that you go to the next step and actually buy. You've chosen to come here. We would want you to ensure that you make that additional 1 rupee. You make that little extra money when you invest with us, and we hope that patronage would continue with us, you know. So that being said, you know, I think it is not right comparing our product with any of the products in the market because of what you've seen. There's no such product in the country. So there's no comparison between any of those products that are there in the market. So would you want to know the prices today? Would you want to know the prices? Yeah. Okay, let the countdown begin, Dhruv.
Talk about my mind. I'm free from the words that I love.